Standing 6'8", number 1, Trevor Ariza. At guard, number 2, Patrick Beverly. The other forward position, at 6'9", number 8, Michael Beasley. Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 12, Dwight Howard. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg for Michael Beasley. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Jeff Withey. Alec Burks is out there with Favors, and it's Hood in at the 2. Favors can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Freak. Burks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 4. There's the pick. Down low. Here's Withey. The pass to Burks. Jazz passing it around. Clock at 6. And stolen by Freak. Here's Capella. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
For the Rockets, E'Twaun Moore is checked in for Ariza. And Jared Bayless subbed in for James Harden. And Utah with a change here, too. Ingles is checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks to Favors. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
We're not too far along in the basketball season right now, so let's see how the Jazz have done so far in the league stats. First in opponent shooting percentage. Third in opponent points per game, and they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
And Capella sends it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And it's Favors laying it in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Bayless. Rebound, Utah. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
He used that pick just right.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
To the inside, Favors. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Favors got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Freak kicks to Bayless. Out to the right wing. Here's Moore. No good on the triple.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting.
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Jared Bayless is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Freak in at point guard. Trevor Booker is out there with Harden. Then it's Jared Bayless, and it's Capella in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Burks dishes to Favors. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
A guy like him cannot be left alone around the hoop. If you do, it'll be buffet style all day long. Plenty of seconds right there.
And Freak throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Nato over to the wing, out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Freak.
Move the ball.
It's stolen by Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Outside Favors. The dish to Burks. There's the 3. The shot will not go. And Houston the other way now. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Well, you could see that the emotions were just raw after that one, and you could expect it. I mean, when you give of yourself that much and come out on top, that's a great feeling.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebounding. Rudy Gobert is second.
There are a lot of different ways, Kevin, to contribute to your team's success. And one of the best ways is to get it done on the glass. Rebound the ball with force at both ends.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Moore passes to Freak. And it's Bayless in the corner. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A great second quarter here after a difficult first. I'd say they knocked the rust off. Sometimes it takes a little while before you get the blood flowing and you find your rhythm.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Favors kicks to Gobert.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
You've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. Taking 2 shots. He's off on the second. Houston leading by 6. Teardrop shot. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Booker. Bayless has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Well, the threes weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in can renew that confidence.
Baseline jumper. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to...
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there.
Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of their possessions short by coming up with steals before they had a chance to set up. Stay tight on the ball like that. Keep denying them space. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Jazz making a switch here. It's a close game here in Houston. So on the floor for Utah. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. And it's Hood in at the shooting guard position.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
They get the rebound, and he gets it to go. Favors got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Feeds it to Moore. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Got a piece of it. There's the feed to Booker. Tries it from 9. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Favors. High shot from 10 feet out. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead. Freak with it. And we've reached the end of the third. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way. Kenny, your thoughts?
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.